A global investigation conducted in early 2025 has revealed a large and carefully constructed network of fraudulent online brokers, a system functioning not as isolated criminal websites but as a coordinated scam factory responsible for producing dozens and potentially hundreds of identical platforms. These sites imitate the structure and language of legitimate investment ecosystems to mislead inexperienced users, exploiting their expectations of transparency and security while providing none of it. The illusion they create is deliberate: professional design, articulate slogans, fabricated licensing, copied educational sections, and promises of exceptional daily profits. Yet behind this glossy curtain, there are no real companies, no regulated financial activities, and no market access. Everything is engineered solely to collect deposits that will never be returned. The platforms identified within this network include names such as CosmicTradingsFX, PrimeTverse, GlobalTradingsFX, DilexTrade, PaceCapitalFX, Squared Option, SimpleTradeX, TrustForge Markets, WealthAura FX, Swift Market Exchange, CrestPoint Market, TradeFox, LucidFX, QuinCux FX, and CopyTrader Pros. These are not independent brands, and they certainly are not investment firms. They are interchangeable shells generated by criminals who rely on the same infrastructure, identical design patterns, cloned content, and a common fraudulent script. Even their names are the result of simple, random combinations of financial terminology: Cosmic, Global, Prime, Swift, Trust, Capital multiplied by words like FX, Trade, Market, Option. This naming strategy helps the operators appear semi-credible to newcomers while remaining vague enough to recycle endlessly. Although each site appears unique at first glance, opening 2 or 3 of them side by side exposes an unmistakable template: identical homepage layout, the same stock photos of people posing as traders or financial experts, the same text fragments repeating the same fabricated origin stories, and often even the same spelling mistakes. Many of the legal pages contain leftover references to other company names, reflecting rushed copying from earlier versions of the scam. Some sites mention being established in 2014 or 2017, but their domains typically turn out to be only a few months to a year old when checked through WHOIS. Fundamentally, these websites do not operate as brokers because they do not facilitate any genuine market execution. They instead lure victims with so-called investment plans, usually promising extraordinary profits far beyond anything seen in real financial markets. A typical offer sounds unbelievable to a professional trader, but seductively convincing to individuals lacking financial experience. Someone is invited to invest $500 and receive $5,000 within 24 hours, or join a gold plan offering 50% daily profit, or deposit a certain amount to upgrade into a VIP bracket with guaranteed weekly returns. No regulated institution can promise guaranteed returns, and the presence of such fixed profit plans alone is direct evidence of a Ponzi-style scheme. The process through which victims are drawn into these schemes is equally calculated. The criminals do not wait passively for someone to find their website. Instead, they use direct psychological manipulation in social networks and encrypted messengers. A potential victim may encounter an attractive stranger on Instagram or Facebook who initiates a conversation, and after a period of trust building reveals that a relative or private analyst helps them earn large daily profits. Alternatively, someone posing as a financial expert may infiltrate cryptocurrency groups and share what appear to be screenshots showing massive withdrawals. In both cases, the end goal is the same: to convince the victim to register on one of the cloned platforms and deposit money. Once inside the platform, the victim sees a well-designed dashboard showing charts, balances, and supposed trading results. But these numbers are not linked to any live market. They are animations controlled by the scammers. This illusion of growth is used to build confidence and push the victim toward making larger deposits, often in cryptocurrency, since crypto transactions are irreversible and cannot be disputed like bank card payments. Many victims believe their accounts are genuinely rising in value until the moment they attempt to withdraw. The withdrawal stage is where the trap tightens. Almost every victim reports the same scenario. The withdrawal request remains in a perpetual pending status, and shortly after, a so-called manager contacts them, insisting that a tax, a security fee, an upgrade cost, or a blockchain verification payment must be made before the funds can be released. These demands may sound authoritative because they are phrased in bureaucratic language, but they are pure invention. Real brokers never require taxes or additional fees to be paid separately. Such charges are always deducted automatically from the withdrawal amount. If the victim pays these fees, new ones appear. When the victim eventually refuses to pay more, their account is frozen and the money is lost. Legal checks strengthen the conclusion that all of these platforms are fraudulent. None of them hold any license from the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom, the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or any comparable regulator. Some of them already appear on official warning lists, including public alerts from the Financial Conduct Authority concerning CosmicTradingsFX and similar domains. Addresses listed on their websites, usually prestigious locations in London or New York, turn out to be shopping centers, private homes, or empty lots when checked through mapping services. The companies allegedly behind these platforms either do not exist or belong to unrelated entities with no connection to financial activity. Even more concerning is the second wave of fraud that often follows the first. When victims lose money to one of these platforms, their contact information is frequently sold to other criminal groups. These groups then impersonate digital forensics agencies, blockchain recovery companies, anti-scam departments, or even international police organizations. They claim to have located the victim's stolen funds and request a legal fee or a verification payment in order to release them. This is a continuation of the same scheme. No law enforcement agency demands money from victims in exchange for assistance, and no crypto recovery service can reverse blockchain transactions that have been completed. Any demand for prepayment is a clear sign of another scam. Victims who have already transferred money should immediately cease communication with the scammers, avoid sending any further payments, and document all interactions through screenshots. If the payment was made by bank card, they should contact their bank and initiate a chargeback request without delay. If cryptocurrency was used, the recovery chances are much smaller, but preserving evidence may still be helpful for authorities. Victims should also change any passwords that might have been reused across multiple platforms. The verdict of this investigation is definitive. Websites such as CosmicTradingsFX, Prime2Verse, DilexTrade, PaceCapitalFX, Swift Market Exchange, WealthAuraFX, and all similar names in this expanding list are entirely fraudulent. They are not brokers, not investment firms, and not trading platforms. They are temporary online facades created with the single intention of stealing money while offering nothing in return. Genuine brokers operate under strict regulation, publish their licenses openly, provide verifiable corporate information, and never promise guaranteed profits. These websites do none of that. This material has been prepared after thorough analysis of public data, domain histories, server infrastructure, user testimonies, and verified regulatory information. It is written to protect potential victims from financial crime and to raise awareness of the sophisticated techniques used by modern online scam networks.